laptop, got the coffee, and my little to-do list of the day. Basically, this is how my mornings go. I try to block off time and kind of like give myself windows of time so that I'm not taking too much time on a specific task. Try to be flexible, but also like set a timer or stay on track of time. Basically, the first half of my day I reserve for me and for getting like stuff like this done, and the second half is already blocked off for work because I have to go into work in the evening. It's like with anybody else that works a job, whether it's in the morning or at different hours of the day. You have like your chunks of the day that are already blocked off for work. So yeah, I just try to be mindful of that. Majority of my mornings just looks like this. I don't normally get ready every day. I would say I only do it like on the weekends pretty much. I've been trying to make it a habit to kind of get presentable. Try one of those like pre-made like coffees that come with the cream and the milk and all that. And it's a no for me, dog. It is a 1 out of 10. Would not recommend. Every morning I make sure that I sanitize my cellular device. So I just take like a cotton pad and some alcohol. Just wipe it down. So I think that I've found the ultimate like way to make the best dairy-free cold brew with cold foam type of thing. This is the key. You gotta get you some heavy whipping cream, of course dairy-free, because I've tried it with several other like dairy-free milks and tried to like blend it and froth it, but just even with oat milk, it just doesn't come out the most like frothy. Trying to like channel the bougie barista type of drink, but at home. So I have a handheld little mini frother, but it needs more batteries, so I don't have those batteries. So what I do is I either just shake it up, or I put it into like my actual blender, and then it gives it the most froth. But normally just shaking it up like is good enough for me. I don't really mind, but today I'm gonna put it in a blender. So I measure it out. About that much. Creamer of choice, because this one is, the whipping cream is unsweetened. A little bit of that. Cold foam, and then a nice little gradient. I was a little bit heavy on the heavy whipping cream today. It doesn't come out this light. I normally like it to be a little bit darker, but yeah. And that is how I make my new dairy-free cold foam cold brew concoction. Right now I'm kind of just going through my to-do list, which is not that much today. It was only like a couple of things I wanted to make sure I get done. I just kind of wanted to talk about like normalizing the mundane, so like the not so exciting parts of life. The way people make it seem like your life is supposed to be in your 20s. I don't know if that's just due to pandemic or due to other factors. I feel like a lot of times people make it out to seem like you're supposed to be doing so much. You're supposed to be doing XYZ during these years. I just found that, like, for me, that is not the experience that I'm having. I feel like that's kind of true with most of the people that I encounter. Of course, there are like exceptions, but most of the people that I interact with are just, you know, working regular jobs. And a lot of people are still living at home with their parents, and a lot of people are just working like random odd jobs that they didn't necessarily go to school for, not very passionate about, but it's paying the bills, so they're doing it. They're trying to figure out what they want to do in life, and I feel like there's a lot of pressure to figure out what you want to do, what you want to be, as if your occupation is your whole purpose in life, and as if it's like your whole, like that's the only thing that you live for. I don't accept that. I don't think that our occupation should be our purpose. There just seems to be like a disconnect with that, even though, like, for example, I love doing like photography and videography and making content and doing this stuff. I don't think that's like my sole purpose. I don't think that's like the thing that I live for every day. Like, sometimes a lot of people don't address that. Like, they just kind of carry on and just go through the motions because that's just how it is and that's how it's been. And that's one of the things that I really like about having a normal job and having the things that I do on the side, like my side gigs with photography. Once I clock out, like I'm clocked out and I don't even care. And when I come home, I could have my mind focused on other things. I think a lot of people push on you, especially with this day and age, like they push for you to, you know, find what you're passionate about so that you never have to work a day in your life. Let your passion or whatever be the thing that you live off of. I mean, it is great in a sense, but it's also like, maybe we don't have to put all of our energy into that one thing. Maybe I mean, that is cool if you could live off of it, and if somehow today or tomorrow miraculously I was able to live off of my photography and videography, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Like, that would be great too. I don't think that even that would be fulfilling enough. I feel like, yeah, I just feel like I'm so much more than my work. After you graduate school, people put like this weird pressure on, or like expectation for your work to be your life, and I just don't identify with that. I don't know if this made any sense or if it resonates with you, but if it does, let me know in the comments or whatever. Yeah, just something to think about. I know this vlog is probably all over the place, but that's just where I've been at. I'm really just enjoying this downtime portion of the year, of just like doing my daily habits, my daily routine, and being able to focus on me pretty like selfishly. And I feel like if you're somebody that is always like desiring or longing for the next big thing, take a second to step back and appreciate where you are right now, and seeing that like, okay, this is actually a pretty cool time in my life where I could just do stuff for myself, by myself, whereas you have your whole life to like consider or plan things with the consideration of others once you start to like build a family or whatever your road may look like down the road. So I'm gonna close out the vlog right here. Hope you guys have been enjoying, and I hope you are subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.